Welcome to another edition of Soul on Soul with Finesse under the direction of the Urban Influencer. Yes, we are now down with Urban Influencer. So now you get to see our podcast with our guest. And I am your host, Finesse Demps, your soul brother number one, or as I like to call myself, the professor of soul. And just because I'm the professor doesn't mean I know everything, but I know just enough. And I like to get educated by my guests that I have on the show. Today, my guest is an extraordinary new artist. I happened to discover this artist by going through music, and I was on a site that I belong to for DJs. I will not name that site because everyone's going to try to get on this site, and you can only be a DJ to get on this site. Well, anyway, I was doing my homework, looking for new artists, and I came across this song. It is an incredible, slow love song. I'm a love song freak. So when I hear good music, I got to get on it. And I hit him up that night and said, yo, got to get you on my show. So my guest today is CJ Adore. He is my guest. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing today?
I'm all right, brother. What about you?
Hanging in there. Welcome to the Urban Influencer, Soul on Soul Finesse podcast. So great to have you on. As a matter of fact, you're my very first guest for the Urban Influencer. So congratulations on being my first.
Wow, thank you so much. Such an
All
honor.
right, no problem. So tell me a little bit about CJ Adore. How did you get started in the music business?
Well, basically, man, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and man, I started in the Baptist church, man, the foot stomping Holy Ghost Baptist church. My whole family, they singers, and man, I'm a singer as well. My sister, my mom and dad, a lot of aunties. To make a long story short, man, I grew up with gospel music, and I fell in love with R&B music at an early age too, as well. I can remember looking on MTV and seeing Marvin Gaye, "Sexual Healing," and they caught my attention. And yeah, Marvin Gaye, man, was the first artist I really looked up to.
That's funny, Marvin Gaye. You in the church, you talk about sexual healing, but that's a topic for another time. Why music? Why music?
Well, basically, man, I mean, as a child, man, I just grew up around it, and it just came naturally. My mom said I always used to beatbox and beat on the table and catching harmonies real well at a very young age. And man, I just enjoy music. It's just in my blood. It just comes naturally to me. I don't ever force nothing.
Mm-hmm. And there's a difference. I know I've traveled enough throughout the United States. I was born in Florida, so I understand what I'm about to ask you, but I want your opinion, and maybe you can explain to the listening folks. When it comes to Southern soul, not only the cooking, but when it comes to music and the sound of music, there's a big difference. Can you explain the difference about Southern soul and about the way you guys look at music in general?
What a difference, man. Southern soul, it's basically it's inside of you, man. It's like real life situations that even like family barbecues and stuff like that, or family reunions, things you've been through, whether it's in the streets or anything like that too, as well. It's just a culture, man, and it's just so southern, just urban to where it comes out, naturally, organically. It's a down south thing.
So in saying that, and I like to ask artists because everyone's definition of the music soul is different, and even everyone's favorite artist is different. So my first question to you is, what is your definition of soul?
Well, basically, just I compare it to soul food. I mean, your grandma in the kitchen cooking, and she putting all the ingredients in. She don't even use no measuring cup. She just know every time that sweet potato pie or that food tastes the same every time. She just putting her soul, putting her foot in. You know what I'm saying? It's like gumbo. Put everything in one and just come out. Soulful. So I compare it to music, man. Everything you've been through in life, whatever things like I said earlier. I started in the church and then I looked at Marvin Gaye. It's like gumbo. I always put the gospel feel with the R&B feel. That's why so many soulful artists, R&B artists, you can tell they come from the church because you hear the gumbo, you hear everything they put into it. That soulfulness, that grit and grind. just the pain, whatever, So it was like, it's like gumbo,
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're a soulful sinner. I'm only playing.
My father is a preacher.
Yeah. I mean, music is what it is, and we've come across music the way we do, and it touches us differently. So I'm glad you have a sense of humor. So let me ask you, who are some of your favorite music artists growing up? Who has influenced you?
Man, I can name my top guys that influenced me, man. Like I said, Marvin Gaye. I would have to say the Isley Brothers. Looking at videos of Sam Cooke. I always call this guy my musical father, but musically only, Robert Kelly.
Wow.
That
Notice, ladies and gentlemen, he said music only.
But listen, when you listen to R. Kelly's music, you can hear that gumbo. You can hear those artists tapping into his style of music as well. It's like it just passes on down. I never try to be like anyone, but I take the gumbo of those different artists and put it in CJ Adore, and that's what comes out. You might hear a little glimpse of them, but you also can hear me as well.
All right. Before we take our first break, I always like to give the artists the opportunity to share their social media and their website. Please feel free to share that so you can gain more listeners and more followers.
Absolutely. My Twitter, Instagram is the same, CJ Adore Music. And my website is truetalkent.com, which is just my label that I just launched, truetalkent.com. I'm the first artist on my own label.
All right. When we come back, we're going to get more with CJ Adore. We in the kitchen with my man. So come on back. Soul on Soul with Finesse and the Urban Influencer. You know how we do, son. We don't play when it comes to this. We'll be right back.
Sir.
All right. Segment 2, I'm going to ask you about your record label. And I also want to ask you about your other passion, acting. So get ready for that. All right.
All right.
Segment 2, CJ Adore coming on in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, Soul on Soul with Finesse, the Urban Influencer edition. I got my man CJ Adore with us, giving us some real soul kitchen out the kitchen. CJ, you cooking up some good meals for us today, I take it, all right?
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you, you said you started your own label in the last segment. So why start a label now? Why not try to get signed by a big label and run after money like most artists do?
Well, basically, I'm really not in it for the fame and the fortune, but I always say the money comes. I really love to do music, and I know the money will come, and I want to support me and my family. So basically, I would like to I just want to start my own label and basically just be more independent, be more in-house, and be able to have more creative control. But I never said that I wouldn't never sign with a major label. If we negotiate things right, and there'll be something good in the future. But I always want to start off independent with my own, creative control of myself as an artist and other artists that I bring along to True Talk Entertainment.
Right. Now, in reading your bio, you are a man of many talents. And one of your other things that you like is acting. Talk a little bit about your acting career and about the opportunity that brought you a lot of joy in your life recently.
Oh man, acting. Basically, I kind of just fell into acting, man, because it all falls under the entertainment umbrella. So it was like, man, you know what? I might as well do some acting full time. I had quit my 9 to 5, which I was a maintenance technician at an apartment complex, 2019. So I was an actor. I was a background actor and a featured actor for 2 years straight, full time. And I also picked up a couple of speaking roles as well. But as far as acting, my biggest feature was Coming to America. Yeah.
Now, you say Coming to America, the new Coming to America, Coming to America 2. How did that come about, and what was that experience like?
Oh my goodness, man. I was on that set for 25 days straight. I was a guard in the castle. And if you go back and look at it, you'll see me. My face, of course, was shaved. Couldn't wear no facial hair. I had on a hat and a purple suit. I was one of the royalty guards in the castle. So, man, just being around those legendary actors, man, actresses, Eddie Murphy and everybody, man, Arsenio Hall. It was amazing to see and see how they carried themselves and just learn from them as well, soak it all in, just standing by those guys, Tracy Morgan and all those guys, man. It was wonderful. They ate lunch with us, a lot of times, and it was, they spoke some knowledge as well, some guidance. It was just so real, man. It was great. It was great.
I was going to ask you, that was going to be my other question. From an professional educational purpose, what did you take away from that you can bring not only to your career, but to your record label?
Man, be consistent, no procrastination, man. Always be professional, man, and carry yourself just like a 9 to 5, like a job. I'm gonna carry my business just like when I punch a clock for somebody else. You gotta really be dedicated to what you want to do in life, man. Especially when you first start out, you got your own business. It's going to be hard, man, because you really gotta have that same kind of fire. Instead of building someone else's dream, clocking in, you have to build your own dream. So you got to wake up in the morning, carry yourself just like it's you work for someone else. If you want to be successful, you got to take it very seriously.
As you were coming up in the music profession, when did you know that you wanted to make this a career? I heard you say the acting, you quit your job in 2019 to pursue acting. So when was it for you when you really say, you know what, I'm gonna really give a go at this singing?
Now with the singing, when I moved from Memphis to Atlanta, that's when I really got involved in the music business. Going to seminars, reading books, doing my research, being around different artists and producers that's placement with major records. Just being around them, soaking it all in. I knew then that I wanted to be serious about it, because that's why I went, when I got the knowledge and did all the seminars for it, because I want to take it seriously. I want to really know what I was getting into. Because I always say, well, God bless me with the voice and the writing ability. Let me learn the business side of it, because one day I want to be able to have my own independent label and help other artists as well. So yeah, I just started my label actually August of this year. Yeah.
Well, congrats on starting a label. What sets CJ Adore aside from all the music artists, and there's 1,000 artists coming out a day, what sets you aside from everyone else?
Well, man, just being unique and different. I mean, I try not to follow, the trends. Like right now you have like a lot of, R&B is not like it used to be in the 80s and 90s, especially, like the 90s music. I see memes on Facebook all the time about when R&B guys used to sing and cry and hold their hands out in the rain, falling. Oh, you don't see that feeling and soul for no more soulful singing in the forefront. I'm not saying it's not out there. It's not put in the mainstream anymore. You have to go find and search it. And I hate to say it, but it just seemed like, I love hip hop. It just seemed like all that hip hop and gun violence and I'll do this and do that. It's like they want to put that more out mainstream. And I don't think it's good for the soul, but it's all about money. That's what they're making, they're making some money.
Right. All right, we're talking to CJ Adore, great independent artist coming up. We're going to take another break right here, ladies and gentlemen. But when we come back, we're going to get into his music and this latest single that you guys just have to check out. Is really one of the nicest love songs to date as we're ending 2022. So in 2023, I'm looking forward to this song really taking off. So come on back, Soul on Soul with Finesse, the Urban Influencer Edition. We'll be right back. All right, segment 3. This is all about your music, sir.
All right, give me a little behind the scene footage.
All right. Segment 3, Soul on Soul with Finesse and CJ Adore, coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, Soul on Soul with Finesse, the urban influencer with my special guest, CJ Adore. And in honor of him being in the movie Coming to America 2, I have my plants behind me to make you feel comfortable and right at home.
Well, I feel like I'm at home, man, looking at it, man.
All right. All right. So talk to me about this project, your latest project. What was it like putting it together, and what was the story you were trying to tell with this project?
Man, my new record, Like You, which is still new. It's still new. You know, everybody ain't heard it. It's still new to the world. It was just released, February. So like you said, yeah, 2023, yeah, I'm gonna put some more marketing behind it and push it for real, for real. But yeah, Like You, man. Over the pandemic, man, I got into a relationship, man. And actually, me and my lady, we wrote that song together, you know.
Wow.
It just described how you feel about each other, you know. Like you, there's no one like you. You know, the producer, Drummer Jay, he sent me the track. And I never like to force myself on writing anything. I like things to come naturally. Most of my tracks come naturally. I can hear a track first 10 seconds and come up with melody. So I don't, you know, I don't force it. So, and man, just came up with it just right off top of the dome. And a lot of my records, I get in the studio and I freestyle. So, you know, it's just a feeling with me. But yeah, Like You, it's my latest record.
All right. Now, I didn't see a music video out for it. Is there one coming?
It's coming, not yet. Like You video is coming out.
So can the urban influencer and so on so finesse, can we get the video? Can we debut the video? I'm being greedy. I want the video before anybody else. Can we get it?
Absolutely, man.
All right. You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? CJ Adore said the urban influencer and so on so finesse. We're gonna get the video before anyone else. So when we get it, it's gonna debut on this channel.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
So
I promise you that.
now, if I'm not mistaken, is your girl singing on the track as well?
She's not singing on a track. One of my background vocalists is she's singing on a track. She just doing little ad libs on the track. As far as sexy lady say yeah on the bridge.
Okay. Yeah. All right. One of the other things I noticed too that I like that you had in your bio, because I've been saying this, I was talking to another music artist and I asked her the difference between sensual and sexy. And she said, oh, I love the sensual. What is it about being more sensual than sexy does CJ Adore like?
Basically, you know, so you're saying the difference of being sexy and being
sexy and sensual.
I don't even know the definition of being sexy. What is it?
Well, sexy, you know how they are. They want sex and want to show everything and just be sexy. But sensual is more classy and special, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say that. Like You is more sensual.
Yes, I was about to say that. Yes.
Like You is more sensual. I do have those type of songs that's more sexual, but I never did send them to you.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that because you listen to Marvin Gaye when you go to church.
I got to baby steps first. You know, I don't want to just, you know, oh my God, what was this? You know.
All right. So CJ.
I do have clean versions as well, you know.
That's good. And most independent artists don't understand that. They think we live in a time where they can say every and anything and it's appropriate for everyone, when it's really not. You really want people to listen to your music, you got to really make some clean versions so people can listen to it without feeling offended. It's not about you, it's about the listener at that present point. Once you create the art, when it comes to the form of music, it's about the person on the other end that's receiving that message. You want them to receive it because you're going to want them to come to shows.
Exactly. And shout out to DRT, man, digital radio, man. Like You hit #5 on the charts, man. Over 20,000 spins. So thank you for that.
Congratulations on that. So what I want to do now, and I want to get into that record, I Like You. So can you set that up for us? Can you introduce it? And then we're going to play it for everyone.
Introducing Like You by CJ Adore.
All right. Urban Influencer, Soul on Soul with Finesse. We'll be right back. See, we're almost done. We're on the 4th segment. See how quick that was?
Yeah, that's quick. Wow. We got about what, 5 minutes?
All right. So we're just gonna wrap things up, and then I'm done with you for today. But CJ, I'm gonna come look for you if I don't get that. We don't get that video. Don't make me come to Memphis.
You're gonna get it, but you know what? I'm actually in Atlanta. I live in Atlanta though.
Oh, don't make me come to Memphis and Atlanta.
But look, did you get to check out my Switcharoo video I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay, you can start off with that one if you want to on your show, and then you still get to like you first.
We got you. We got you. We'll do that. We'll definitely do that.
Switcharoo is central. Yeah.
Well, when we come back, let's talk about that record too, and you can tell people where to go to see that, and then we'll get that on the show as well. All right. All right. Last segment with CJ Adore coming down in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back, Soul on Soul with Finesse and the Urban Influencer, special guest CJ Adore. And we were talking during the break. CJ has something he wants you folks to know about another song he has that's out currently on video. Talk about that just a little bit, CJ.
Oh yeah, Switcharoo is the name of the record. It's basically saying, it's talking about switching roles. You know, don't let your lady do everything all the time. You know, take a little toll off of her. Let me wash the clothes. Let me cook for you. You know, let me take the kids to school. So switching roles. So the name of the record is Switcharoo. The video is out, and the single is available on all music platforms. And there's also a line dance out to it. This group in Atlanta, they curated a line dance. It's called the J Root to that record, Switcharoo. You can search it on YouTube and learn it. It traveled to different states. It's getting hot. But check it out. Some of the line dance too and groove too. Switcharoo, CJ Adore.
And the name of the song is Switcharoo by CJ Adore. Look for that. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna put it here on the Urban Influencer and Soul on Soul with Finesse. So you'll be seeing that real soon as well. You know, CJ, it's like you like family, man. You know, I didn't know it was going. I thought it was going to be here longer. Our time is up. But any last words you want to share with up and coming artists that want to get into the music or the entertainment business? What words of wisdom would you give them?
I would say, if this is something that you really want to do, learn the business side of it first. You know, God bless you with the gift for now. You know, learn the business side so you won't get screwed in it, because there's a lot of snakes out there. And don't just get into it because you see somebody else getting into it. You have to love what you do to have longevity in anything. So I just, you know, want everybody just, you know, learn the business first, and don't procrastinate, and have faith in God. And if you want to do, your time will come. You know, stick to it.
Spoken from CJ Adore, an artist I discovered based off a couple of things. The way you look, you presented yourself, made me want to listen to that song, I Like You. And so that your presentation was everything, sir. So kudos to you on your presentation. Presentation is everything. So thank you for that.
Thank you. I see you. I see you like to dress up too. I see your tie looking nice.
You know, well, they call me Finesse, man. I knew when I was sitting across CJ Adore, I said, oh, I gotta represent it. This man is Adore. I got to look fly for CJ. So I take it this means your approval, sir?
Oh man, salute, man. You rocking it, man. You rocking it.
I appreciate it. All right, man, CJ. Anytime you got any new videos or music, hit me up. We're gonna have you back on the show once again. It's been a pleasure, and for being the first time with me on the Urban Influencer, I gladly thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for coming on and trusting me to deliver your message and your music to everyone.
Thank you, Finesse, man. It's been an honor. Thank you so much.
All right. That's going to do it for this edition of Soul on Soul with Finesse and the Urban Influencer. You know how we do. It's the same soul channel, the same soul time with the same soul host. And so until the next time, peace, love, and we out. Peace.
La 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 la. charm. Honored to have you, baby. Promise to treat you right. Cherish this love forever. You mean the world to me. I'm here to fulfill your need. Cater to you, my darling. You are my special queen. Not just holidays or special occasions. I'll be pleasing you day after day. There's nothing I won't do for you. Swithcharoo. Drop the kids off for school. Swithcharoo. Clean your house for you, girl. Swithcharoo. Prepare dinner for you, lover. Clean your dirty laundry. Oh, baby girl. La 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 la. Oh, baby girl. Take all your stress away. Massage you when you need it. Run your back water, wash your back. You mean the world to me. I'm here to fulfill your need. Cater to you, my darling. You are my special queen. Not just holidays or special occasions. I'll be loving you day after day. There's nothing I won't do for you. Swithcharoo. Drop the kids off for school. Clean your house for you, girl. Prepare dinner for you, lover. Clean your dirty laundry. Oh, baby girl. La 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 la. Oh, baby girl. La 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 la. Clean your house for you, girl. Prepare dinner for you, lover. Clean your dirty laundry. Oh, baby girl. La 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 la. Oh, baby girl. La 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 la.
My daddy made this beat.
Baby, you are so fine, apple of my eye. I cherish all our time. I can never get enough. Baby, you are first place. Your beauty and your grace. When you wind your ways, I can't take my eyes off you. Got me falling, I'm falling deeper and deeper. You're so special, girl. Oh, there's no one like you. The way you move, the way I'm so into special, girl. Oh, there's no one like you. The way you move, the way I'm so into you. Without a doubt, it's true. There's no one like you. The way you move, the way I'm so into you. Without a doubt, it's true. There's no one like you. So special. There's no one like you. So special. There's no one like you.
Where else can I go? You got it. You got it. You got it. Where else can I go? You got it. You got it. You got it. Where else can I go? You got it. I'ma say it. You got it. All I seen it. You got it. Got me saying. Where else can I go? Got me got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, yeah. Might get me a beamer that you seen in people get, yeah. I might stack that green so everything I want I get, yeah. I might pack up Nina so they team know we ain't it, yeah. I might cop some deal for my fit, and it's lit. Might get me a private jet, rise the sky, tiger shit. Post on social, soak up likes while I disguise it, I'm in bed. Post with guns like I'm a threat. Fake my thug, boost my cred. Throw up sign like that's my set. And hope the bloods don't get upset. Look, I been considering throwing a charity benefit. Raising bread at the end of it, just keeping 100% of it. Them feds show up on my door when I tell them I'm innocent. Hope them fans don't figure me out, cause that would be the end of it. Look, I know all these moves might get me dough. I probably won't be Diddy, but man, this might get me close. Look, this what I been dreaming about for sure. But I think I might need something for my soul. And where else can I go? You got it. You got it. Got it. Where else can I go? You got it. You got it. You got it. Where else can I go? Got it. I'ma say it. You got it. All I seen it. You got it. Got me saying. Where else can I go? Got me got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, yeah. My homie told me get this bread. Fill that cup up and take that right to the head. Out, yeah. My OG say he gon' give me game. Told me switch up, hit that chick up and forget her name. I be lying if I said I never felt like getting mine. Cause the kind of road I'm walking ain't for soft ones, it's a claim, it's a crime. To leave a feast, chasing filthy swine. When I dine, need nutrition for my system and my mind. Many times, wisdom tried to help me, but I fought her. Swimming through the ocean, drowning out in search of water. Leave the soul, looking for food, yeah, it's done, that's what we do. So many sleepless nights, looking for words of life we like. Man, look at me grow, yeah, it can be slow. And it can be so difficult, got me thinking I go. But I know, all the mothers leave us in the cold. I don't wanna gain the world and lose my soul. So where else can I go? You got it, you got it, you got it. Where else can I go? You got it, you got it, you got it. Where else can I go? You got it. I'ma say it, you got it. All I seen it, you got it. Got me saying, where else can I go? Got me got it, you got it. You got it, yeah, yeah. I'ma say it, all I seen it. Got me saying, got me saying, yeah, yeah.
Hey girl, you got a minute?
Yeah, girl, what's wrong?
I'm just tired. Like, I done had enough.
Oh, Lord, what'd he do this time?
If you could come over and help me pack up some of this stuff before he gets here, like...
Yeah, I can swing through.
I just want to be gone by the time he gets home.
Alright, I'm on my way.
My baby done left me all alone.
Yes, she did.
I think I really messed up this time. Really messed up. Yeah, she done packed the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Cleaned out the house. I think I'm about to lose my mind. She told me time and time again that some things need to change, but I just couldn't seem to get it right. Only thing she left me was a letter. Can't believe my baby is gone. Let me tell you what the letter said. Don't wanna be a fool no more. Gotta find me. I gotta find me somebody who's gonna love me. Don't wanna be a fool no more. I gotta find me somebody who's gonna love me. Oh yeah.
Wait a minute, little brother. Let me talk to you. I've got some wisdom to share. There comes a time in every man's life to stop running around and show her you really care. I know you done heard you don't miss your water till your well runs dry. Well, some